what do you think they need to do to kind of ensure this lane for Night Stalker?
I don't think it comes to ensuring the lane for Night Stalker. I mean, the guy is basically he gets punished whenever he wants to walk close to the creep wave. The idea is to get as much as you can for the first 5 minutes. You kind of accept that you're going to have a bit of a rough laning phase at the very start. But after that, it's like the amount you can do by running enemies down, by using crippling fear, by having that unobstructed vision. I don't think any of these enemies care that you're the Night Stalker, especially when you pick him up this early in the draft. Like, yes, he's an excellent Night Stalker player, but it's something that you pick as a counter to a lot of heroes, not something that's a great hero in and of itself. So I'm not sure they should put so much focus onto him. And I think like in these competitive games, then maybe they need to think about picking expanding the hero pool a little bit, regardless of how good he is with Night Stalker. That's something you probably want to pick up third.
I can agree with that. I guess the issue becomes then, does he feel as comfortable on the other heroes? Like you said, we joke about hero pools, hero puddles and stuff like that. And, the big thing is Night Stalker and Pango for Luki. I'm sure he's got other heroes I could play, but, if you can get your best hero, why not? If that makes sense.
Yeah, that is true. But we live in a 2020 version of Dota. I was about to say we live in a society.
I heard that coming out.
Too many times saying that. When you ban out 7 heroes on each team, I feel like this isn't the TI3 era where it was too hard to ban all of Admiral Bulldog's heroes, for example. Yeah. You need to have a very deep pool of heroes. In a lot of different things you can fall back on. Yes, I think it's good to have like a specialty or a comfort hero you can play better than anyone else. Topsy continues to show that that's something that people can do, but Night Stalker isn't versatile enough, I feel, to warrant being picked up first.
Okay, so they go with the Zeus pickup here on Plasma.
I like it.
With some of these illusions too and whatnot. A little bit of burst damage, some magic.
I like it a lot. I think they have like a bunch of these front lines. They have Night Stalker, Lifestealer, Tiny. The enemies don't really have anything able to jump onto the backline of the Zeus. There's too much to try and get through first. Having to get to the Jakiro, Tiny, Night Stalker, Lifestealer just makes it too hard. If you had like a Spectre or something available, sure, great. If you had Morphling, that would also be all right, but that hero is a little bit rough to run against Night Stalker because his way of dealing with silence pick up a Manta style. Not something you can run against a Night Stalker with the crippling fear. We'll see how they close this one out, though. They're in need of a mid still. Actually, they could still run that Morphling mid. I want to see it.
That's what this is gonna be. With a Chaos Knight, you think that they should go with a Morphling? I don't like it.
Make it happen.
What about something very mobile, like something in the back lines, like a Void Spirit? Yes, they have some silences on board, but he's pretty slippery. They don't have a lot of lockdown, honestly.
I want to see the Morphling.
Okay, well, Neph is digging in his heels here. I'm not sure about that Morphling. I think with the Chaos Knight, it's just way too greedy, especially too with that Bloodseeker as well. That Flea's already going to be playing greedy.
I like how the bans from Team Brazil are just the exact same last 2 bans last time.
I mean, they're good heroes that they don't want to have to deal with. They're really taking their time here.
The best part of these Spirit heroes is the amount of reach that they have, though. Able to get onto the back line and catch and start fights. I feel like it's their biggest asset. What is it?
Void Spirit! Suck it, Neph! Ha!
Whatever, You're going to wish that was a Morphling, you guys. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
When Plasma completely bodies you this round...
I mean, I do like seeing competition. I would like to see,
You sound skeptical.
Hey, I'm just saying, I got that Void Spirit pick. You owe me a monster at some point. Oh, man, no. Now I don't owe you a monster because I owed you one energy drink before, and now I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, no, it was generic energy beverage because we were not energy beverage at that point. Yeah.
Not for that one, but now I don't have to. Now we're even. It's a clean slate.
BTS just makes it too easy for me. They say, Neph, we're sponsored by Monster. Is it possible that you could take the time to talk about it on the stream and or buy some? And I look in my fridge and it's just filled with Monster. And I say, you know what? I think I can make that happen.
Yeah, you are essentially just if we cut open your veins, you would just leak out monster. Monster and chicken tendy.
How is this man still alive?
I don't know, but it's a truly a marvel. You're truly a marvel of nature here, my friend. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a pause, I think, going on here. We're waiting a bit, but
Join the drafting. All right, it's resumed now. But you know, I'm excited to see Plasma take a game off Team Brazil because they didn't listen to my drafting advice.
I don't know. I'm feeling like the Void Spirit was a great pickup here. I think they don't have enough lockdown, and
You think
you
it's the
know,
answer to the Zeus being able to jump on the backline, having that Aghanim Scepter, the AoE
I
silence?
don't think it's the solution to Zeus, but I think that works better than a Morphling.
That's fair.
Hmm. I'm
I
just concerned. Like I said, like this is a greedy team. Team Brazil is extremely greedy with the way that all of these players play. Like 4DR at his height, I believe, was playing like a lot of really heavy farming heroes. Gustabile loves to farm. Fleet, let's be really honest here. I love Francis, but that kid, super greedy. You remember the days of his Naga Siren where he'd just show up and all of a sudden he was a core? And then of course King RD too. Like these are all people. Poor KJ is this poor Crystal Maiden is just a single mom trying her best to hold her shit together, and the kids are crying, "Mom, I want Lunchables, I want shoes. Why do they have blankets and I don't?" And KJ is just trying his best to support these children who are just so I don't want to say mean to them, but they're just so needy.
How come the other team has stacks and I don't?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go to Jimmy's jungle because Jimmy has stacks. Yeah, well, you know what? You can stay there. You can keep those stacks, and when the enemies come to murder you,
Don't come crying to me, but you will.
So I prefer the Void Spirit because it's more tempo. It's going to be able to do a lot of movement around here with Flea, and also make moves with King RD.
Yep.
Oh boy, the Brazilians are getting into it now.
Let's get on with it.
I am loving the alt chat though. You love to see it. I'm excited for the last game tonight when people just hate each other and to see tips come out.
I cannot wait for Thunder Predator and Beast Coast. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
This was actually the biggest game tonight for me because I love these teams that make it through open qualifiers. It is the gauntlet. The fact that we still have things like open qualifiers into closed qualifiers into a $40 million tournament, that is the coolest thing ever to me.
It really is.
Anyone can qualify for TI in Dota. All right, top lane Luki is just dead.
Yep, they toss the Wind Ranger up in the air. He's still alive, actually, Neph. Still alive and kicking, but definitely doesn't feel too healthy. Look at this play. He wants this kill really badly, but needs to get a little bit more damage on him. And I love Crystal Maiden just like less damage than a creep practically, but she's a helping.
She does the same amount as Flea right now.
Does she?
Yeah. And Flea's arrows, they look lethal with this Arcana, but they're only doing like 48 damage a pop.
I've always found it very confusing with Mirana's Starstorm. Like, the way it's so pretty and it drops down, it's a nuke. Very confusing to me.
Yeah. You'd think it was a heal or something like that with how it works.
Yeah, it's too pretty. Too pretty. Bottom lane is gonna feel pretty good here for King RD. He's gonna be able to just heal up off of creeps. Same thing going off with this Lifestealer, but I feel like Flea is just gonna be plinking away over on Pingu the entire time and making it very difficult for him.
Yeah. It's actually the two ultimates. The one from the Night Elf faction inside Warcraft 3, one of their ultimates would heal up all the units. The other one was Starstorm, and Starstorm did do the damage.
Oh, you love elves.
I just know a lot about boomer shit for some reason.
And you love elves. Let's be really honest.
I hate elves. Just don't like them, simple as. Mid lane, Costabile tries to snap Luki as he approaches too close to his tower. See him here? Frostbites. But this guy is tanky. He's got one of the highest base HP.
They
HP
could go for another
regen.
Frostbite here if they wanted to. They've got the Megas. Yeah, they're going to go for it. They want this kill. And they're going to give it to Costabile like this. Body blocks. Crystal Maiden feeding her children.
Mm-hmm. at the cost of mangoes and clarities and whatnot. I hate starting with this amount of regen because you got to think about your stonks. You need renewable mana regen. So a Sobi Mask, a Ring of Basilius when you're paired with Stabile, but I guess it's on CM it's a little bit different because you do have the Arcane Aura to fall back on.
When you didn't have to like carry so much mana regen or like have another int item like back in the day for CM, those are the days. Get off a nice Nova and a Frostbite, easy. Nothing extra required.
She was given 2 int recently. That's kind of nice. Before she had mana
Better.
for 1 spell.
It's not perfect though.
Now you can use 2 spells.
Well, thank God for that. How's this mid lane going though? Right now Zeus 12 and 2. And Void Spirit is at 9 and 1. So struggling a little bit here. Just managed to get the drag back over here onto Stars though.
Yep. Do a little bit of harass.
Do you think we're gonna see a defensive item come out first for Adriano, or do you think he's gonna try to go for something aggressive? Although I guess a Yule Scepter on a Void Spirit is always good no matter what, right?
Yeah.
It sets up for...
It's difficult to say because the Yule's doesn't save you against what Night Stalker does. That's one of the great things about Crippling Fear. It just sits around you. There's no dispelling it.
That's true.
And ends up lasting so long. It does buy you 2.5 seconds. I think Yule's an amazing item. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it as his first item this game, though, just because I think he has to be worried about getting blown up more than he's worried about, getting some of these early kills onto the Lifestealer.
Right. A lot of harass over here on Luki. Another mango's gonna get used. They're looking for a Frostbite. So they're not gonna be able to quite grab the Night Stalker, but they'll be able to grab Aikster here. And by the way, guys, I did check it out. His name is Aikster, not Aikster. Doing the hard-hitting reporting for you guys. Don't you worry. Everyone will know his name, and they'll pronounce it correctly.
Or else.
Or else.
This is Moxxi's version of Dota, everybody.
They can see the TP coming in, though, Flea, noticing that Aikster's made his way over to middle. So they'll back off a little bit.
He was kind of late, though. I think he came mid to get out the runes or something. It doesn't make a lot of sense why he committed that portal, because now it's on cooldown and opens up the enemies to be able to dive various lanes. I think you have to be careful with...
Pingu? He's fine.
Yeah, but, we talked about this in the drafting phase. Pingu, he's just getting clicked.
He is, and that's just... the nice thing, at least with the Jakiro, is you can kind of trade a little bit. But the way that Wind Ranger functions is just very problematic because she can just run away, right? She can, plink, 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 and the second that they think she's in danger, just use that Wind Run, manages to land the Shackle over here onto Aikster. There's a toss back, though, as Flea forced away. Pingu looking for this opening, doesn't have any of his spells available just yet. This is not looking good for the Tiny because he's stuck between so many trees. One more hit will do the trick, and King RD will collect himself a kill. Flea already making his way over, wants to get those runes. And Pingu is pretty much out of mana at this point. Manages to go and use that one final mango he has, but it's only enough to get that liquid fire. We'll turn back around, though, over onto King RD. Flea making his way over. Has the Shackle, lands beautifully, and is able to save King RD for a little bit longer, but they're just clicking him down. They don't have enough to slow him, though, so he's going to be able to walk away. And it looks like a TP over into the mid lane. Aikster bringing the bottle to Stars, or doing a refill, rather. But I'm not sure. Oh, unless Adriano gets very aggressive, which he definitely is. They have a toss. They've got the Zeus's Thunder God. Rage here. Or not Rage, sorry. But it's just not enough damage to take down 40R. Close.
You're gonna need more than that to bring down 40R, though. You should have brought more guys. Says 40R. It's interesting, just noting very quickly on how the Zeus build has changed, despite very little twerks to his skill build in his kit. They slightly increased the cost of Lightning Bolt, and then they slightly increased the damage of Arc Lightning, and suddenly you max out Arc Lightning and put no points into Thunderbolt. It is wild to me. They do such a small adjustment to numbers, and that's how they decided to change it around. But because he has no lightning bolts, he doesn't get to see this ward here. He doesn't get all the bonus gold.
Hey, man, that's some pretty nice gold that he could get.
Unironically, yes.
Yeah. There's not a lot of gold on the map, so anywhere you can get it, whether you're digging it up with a shovel or You're dewarding. It looks like they're trying to make some moves here onto Lucky in the top lane. Crystal Maiden also just slowly, glacially making her way over. They'll start with the Reality Room, followed up with the Chaos Bolt, and they just hunt down the Night Stalker.
It makes 0 and 4 right now. This offlane is not going well for them, but you know this is what they do. Every time a catapult approaches the tower, they dive. This is how you should be playing Dota.
Oh, I don't know about this, Ixter. Ixter, nope. The toss. Oh, he's thinking about going back in. Didn't manage to quite connect. He wants it. He definitely wants his cast. Full blood down you go. Adriano's here just to, you know, lend his support. He sees a lot of heroes, and he doesn't seem afraid of them at all, though it's a nice ice path. We'll slow him down. He's got the Astral Step. Meanwhile, KJ says, run, my children, save yourself. Tries to slow them down with that Crystal Nova, but poor little CM. Oh, no. Stars says, you're not getting away.
Not this time.
Not this time.
KJ, the first casualty, they continue to chase 40R here, but, you know, Night Stalker doesn't want to dive too far onto this tower, and you do still have Astral Steps to fall back on. He actually goes forward, off the mark with that Aether Remnant.
The aggression is real. Double damage rune does get picked up by Stars, though, so be able to refill the bottle.
Oh, no. I think, yeah, he wanted to get that double damage rune. No, that was definitely 40R's fault. KJ's the single mom, doing the best he can.
I told you to pack your lunchbox in advance. I can't remember to put everything in all the time. I've got 3 other children I need to pay attention to. It was a nice shackle over on Lies, but I don't think you go for that dive. Top lane, Luki getting a little bit fresh here with Costabile, but just focused on farming up.
Got 17-1 charges, so he's very scary in his own right, but he has not had a good start to his game. He's got a poor man's shield now. I think he's had that for a little bit, which will make him hard to blow up. Again, taking Night Stalker is wonderful. Bottom lane, coming on to Pingu here.
Bottom lane, they're trying to chase after Pingu. This is looking like a very dead Jakiro, although they haven't quite managed to get the final hit off here. He's still alive. King RD will fall. Oh, so close. If Lee had landed that power shot, that would be a very dead Jakiro, but is forced to win run away from Luki. And just like that, the engagement's over.
I'd like to say that Pingu, he ran the numbers there. He's calculated his head. My allies will be here in approximately 3.6 seconds. The enemy Bloodseeker will not be able to gap that distance underneath my slow.
Oh, look at the Power Ranger team piece. They want to protect 40R here. Luki maybe diving a little bit too far. They need to find some way to grab him, though. And he's so fast at Night Neph. Look at him go.
2 points into that Hunter in the Night. He's got boots of speed as well. He's just long gone. And of course, no rupture available from the Bloodseeker just yet. He now has hit level 6 after getting some XP near the tower. So he might want to chase over here because his fight's breaking out in the enemy triangle. The 10-minute mark's approaching, and probably see Team Brazil make a move to a lane around this catapult. So, step 1, take the bounty runes, and then step 2, relocate from the bounty runes into the lane that you want to push with the catapult. And they go mid.
That's gonna be mid. Stars is trying to keep him alive, but can't do a whole heck of a lot against that right now. There's just too many heroes in the vicinity.
Look how coordinated they are. This is Dota 2. My God. They're too good. Under Meg's tutelage. Got to go to the Dota school of Mike Meggs.
Megs. No, they're looking great. They're making all the right moves. And they're really putting the pressure down over here. It's the jump over onto the Tiny. It's forcing them away. Managed to go and drop that Aether Remnant. Oh, but from the other side, Costabile shows up. He uses the Phantasm. Needs a little bit more damage, though, to take down Licky. Gonna be Thunder God's Wrath, and Crystal Maiden, she realizes all she can do is let it go, so it's gonna get taken down by Stars. King RD now forced to run away with Flea. There's the Avalanche, though. Toss doesn't quite land, but they do have that Infest Bomb. Or DR, are they gonna be able to grab King RD here? It's not looking really great for them now. They need just a little bit more damage. They drag back over onto Stars, and they'll go, and again, they drop down that beautiful Blood Right as they take down Stars. Luki's hunting. He wants King RD so badly, and he is ruptured, but King RD, he's still alive. He's not going to be able to get taken down. He sidesteps this Avalanche, and now Ixter trying to run away is going to get dragged right back in again. There it is.
Yeah. So heroes start to drop like flies as they go too far forward. I was going to say, this game, it looks so much better for them. They reacted to that way better than they did game number 1 when Team Brazil did these 5 and 10 minute rotations, but they pursued too far up, and Zeus, he can't be the one walking up the hill here. It's got to be somebody in front of him. He's got to let Luki lead, because the moment that the enemy see that he's in front, they're just going to turn around. They've got so much disabled in order to do so.
Oh, Pingu. Luki's here, though. I should be able to stun him up. He has the Astral Step in 1 second, but no, it's too much burst damage. Stars will collect the kill.
You know, all Pingu needs is boots, and he can outplay the enemy. You know, for it tricks him into going forward onto him. His brain's just too large.
Big brain player over here. I will say it's interesting because we talked about, you know, Luki has to be the one who leads in, but they definitely initiated on a Luki last time. And it just didn't seem to really matter. Like, they weren't able to kill him right away, but compared to using that Rupture on Pingu. Pingu seems perfectly fine with this, though. He's just going to keep pushing out the wave. Maybe he needs to go and get a denial on this tower, though, soon. One more.
Well, they want Luki now. They know his ult's on cooldown. It's not nighttime. There is nothing you're going to be able to do.
No, look at that shackle. What is that nonsense? Even use the Crystal Maiden ultimate. Get out of here.
You'll never work in this town again, kid. KJ keeping the ult going, hoping to secure some CS as the mark hits 13, but he's just unlucky with the rolls of the dice.
And he's been level 6 forever now. Aw, poor KJ.
Yeah. Flea taking his last hits as well. It's the well
Classic
played.
Francis.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure KJ could be, you know, just homeless on the sidewalk.
There it is, the focus fire. Shackled to a tree, and King RD will collect.
Yep. I don't think Pingu ran the calculations for that one, I'm going to be honest with you.
I think he figured he was dead either way, to be quite honest. Life is tough if you're a Pingu right now.
Ultimate wasted by Chaos Knight. Got gone on by the Life Stealer, and then just, you know, popped Phantasm, sat the illusion into the lane, and then walked away.
Uh-oh, ooh. That was, that's a very dead Crystal Maiden, Leaky. That is a Rupture toss up into the air with the Avalanche Constabulate. He's silenced up. Fly's trying to chip him down here. He needs some assistance. Flea trying to body block a little bit, but it's not enough. They go and they get that Infest Bomb off. 40 on the back lines, though. He spots out the Zeus. Realizes there's too many people here, though. He doesn't want to have to deal with literally all of them. Although starts putting a little bit of pressure here on Luki. It's daytime. He doesn't have anyone to really help him out that much. Although with the haste rune, 40R is feeling a bit cheeky, but he will back off.
Is it? Oh, it's the other caster. My bad. That was
Chaos Phoenix.
Yeah, thanks, Chaos Phoenix. But it's nice that they got a couple kills under their belt. Very nice play there by Luki. Luki just playing around the vision. If the enemies had... I guess you knew that the enemies wouldn't have vision up there because you have the Zeus bolting around. So that was just, you know, all around...
Oh, this is a nice pick off. Managed to get the kill on Flea and KJ. Both of those kills going over the way to Stars.
They're playing around the clock so much better right now on Plasma than they were earlier. I think that was some like the big issues they were having in the last game. Again, Team Brazil, they're playing like clockwork. You're able to telegraph the moves. It's bounty runes into the mid tower, into the bounty runes again at 5 minutes. That's where they just caught those 2 supports. It feels like now Plasma are starting to read their movements. And like that is the proper way to play Dota, what Team Brazil is doing. Yeah, but it's also very predictable. And you can punish the enemies when you can predict what their movements are.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that just in reverse, right? During the draft, the fact that, you know, if Plasma keeps picking the same kind of heroes in draft lineups, then it starts to get telegraphed. But the same thing can go the other way. So you have to make sure that you have a plan for this. And that's one of the marks of a really good team, right? Is the fact that you adapt very quickly. And I feel like this is something we're going to see Plasma do quite a bit throughout the group stages.
Yep. I love seeing teams grow as they play. It is, you love to see it.
They're your kids when you like watch them for so long and see them get better and start to, you know, get picked up by organizations.
I'd like to say that half these people are older than me, but yeah.
You know what I
mean? Not on Plasma, though. I'm pretty sure they're all Zoomers.
They're all Zoomers?
Yeah. Oldest player's actually just like 14 years old or something.
Oh, no. Flea is not looking too healthy here. Looks like he's going to be able to win run away, though. Managed to get the shackle off. They'll get the kill on King RD, though, in the back lines. Flea gonna survive this? Flea God?
No,
there's no way. Lukey's got him. Lukey's got his number.
Yeah, that man needed to teleport as soon as he had shackled the Night Stalker. Unfortunately, he did not. So he's dead, and they're starting to claw their way back into this on Plasma. Win probability starting to go the way of well, it's still not their way, but they brought it down from like 85% to like 64% now. That's not bad. The gold's starting to go their way as well.
Lukey's having a much better game this time around too. Like he's actually being able to make
this
more
is
of an
gonna
impact.
go well
But in the middle lane, I mean, he's tanky. Look at this. He's just being ruptured left and right. Runs right outside the blood right's gonna be able to TP out. Flea not gonna be able to go and land that shackle. So he's absolutely fine.
Level 1 rupture, not doing a whole lot of damage, unfortunately, so you can just run that one off. And, they're trying to take control of the map again. Plasma managed to push them out of their jungle. They want to take it again on Team Brazil, though. They do have all the tier 1 towers, and I feel like one of the issues that they're running into this game is the Zeus is just doing too much damage. Last game, Stars was like, I guess, the only problem for them to deal with. Now he's on a hero that does even more damage, and he has all these tanky heroes to stand in front of him. As long as they can't get onto him in the backline, I feel like they're going to be okay. And this is the first thing he bought was this Aether Lens. He knows he needs to sit very far back. You spam his spells on the enemy.
I will say, too, the fact that Acer has just picked up that Blink Dagger is going to make things a lot easier for them to get pickoffs together. Especially that very squishy Crystal Maiden.
Yeah.
And Wind Ranger, possibly, if they're able to go and stun lock. But Pingu on the wrong side of the tracks here, unfortunately. So he's just going to try to get all the spells off. He knows that he's toast. Tries to TP out, and they have the Frostbite. So KJ will collect himself a kill. And it looks like there's a little bit of a scuffle over here on the side. But again, it's just a lifestealer who can TP away easily from a rupture. Bottom here, though, looks like they might make the jump onto 40R, and they see that he just uses the Dissimulate here. Silence Confused. He does have the Yule Scepter to try to buy himself a little bit more time, but it doesn't matter. There are 4 heroes down here, so down goes the Void Spirit.
Unfortunate, to be sure. He's got the Yule Scepter, that'll help him a little bit, but we talked about this from the very start. Like, the enemies do have a lot of tools to blow him up, and when you're up against a Night Stalker, the Yule isn't going to save you from the Crippling Fear, right?
All right, they are going to try to make something happen. There it is. There's the shackle opening up, dragging right back here over onto Lukey. He's evaporated. Follow up now over here onto Lysis. He tries to juke himself out. Is going to hatch a ride here, but they have the net. They're going to go. They grab him, bring him right back in again as KJ goes, uses that ultimate, and they find themselves a double kill off of it.
What are you doing, Lifestealer? Lies. That was the worst possible thing that he could have done. He led them right into that Zeus. He would have been out. He would have been fine.
He says, no, don't leave me. It's like one of those people on the Titanic that are like drowning in the water and like end up drowning both of them. They're just mad. King RD, though, trying to fight here with Pingu. KJ's here. He's ruptured. Flea's also just blink, blink, blink away. Followed up with a nice shackle, a frostbite, and that's a dead Jakiro.
That kill on Zeus is just worth so much, not just for like the gold and the XP, but the map control you get out of it as well. He's constantly shoving lanes, he's threatening the enemies, so you just got him killed. I mean, if you time it very well, yeah, you can hop into him and get out. But
like the last second, but it was a little too much time still on the clock for that.
Yeah.
Crystal Maiden grabbing herself a 4-staff now. Ooh, at 20 minutes, she's pretty wealthy here, considering the team she's playing with.
Yeah, look at Mr. Buffett over here with the 4-staff for 20 minutes.
She really pulled herself up from her bootstraps, you know?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Flea forced to sit kind of far back here against the Tiny. You know, he's got the blink tag, and this doesn't... It's not the Flea that we saw last game, you know, not afraid of anything. But when they've got the Thunder God's Wrath, when they have, I guess, the Veil of Discord, then they have the Tiny Toss Avalanche combo. If you're at 1200, 1300 HP, you're still in kill threshold range of Tiny with the global
King RD's going right up here. Clumsy net, and immediately though, just gonna sidestep, has his eyes on Pingu, but he's ticking down. There's a BKB though getting popped over here in Kostabile. He wants to just take down the Tiny. He's gonna be able to find it. Turn right back around again. Reality Rift over here onto Lies. The buyback comes out now from the Tiny though. KJ's courier gets taken down while all this goes on. But the only one who falls is King RD. Playing around with the idea of jumping back in on Kostabile, but they have the Yules, they'll drop the Aether Remnant, pulling Luki forward. They have the Lifestealer over in one of these creeps. It's an Avalanche toss over on the side, but 4DR sidesteps, so they really want to get this kill onto Kostabile, and they have no way to really save him. They have a Force Staff, but Crystal Maiden doesn't look like she wants to go that close to this. So she'll run away.
Yeah, 500.
I think you're very happy about that if you're a Plasma.
Yeah. That's got about 1,000 net worth, 1,100 gold net worth swing, just killing that Chaos Knight there. 800 gold going their way, and almost 300 gold coming out of the Chaos Knight's pocket. And they'll have a little bit of breathing room now. Start to get a little bit of map control now. And take the sentry out, and they'll shove out lanes just a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Bottom lane. It feels like you're very far out of position here on 40R. I feel like anybody other than the Void Spirit should be down here in this lane, but right now he wants to just Ignum Scepter. I missed that completely. Flea just doing Flea things, playing very far forward and aggressive, and he ended up getting punished for it. Have a toss combo.
All the drawing all over the map there. Well, it feels like, 4DR was in the safest place possible at this time, so...
Yeah, I know about that one. Yeah, it's just under 600 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. That's probably what he's working on right now. He says, okay, I've had this Yule Scepter for too long. I want new cool things. Mom, go make some space for me.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say, Mom, go make me some spaghetti. And I was like, I don't understand where we're going with this, but sure.
The KJ, the single mom joke, kind of on
No, I
bands.
get the single mom joke. I don't know why I thought spaghetti out of all the things.
You know me, Spaghetti Neph. I just can't get enough of it.
young Neph Spaghetti Neffington. Oh, man. So I have to say, I am very impressed with the way that Lies has been able to keep up with this farming here, because he was behind for quite a while. He's catching up now with the Chaos Knight. He's got that MKB online. I still feel like Chaos Knight is very, very scary. But I feel like they're definitely on a little bit better of a footing now with the Lifestealer, picking up more items. What do you think?
Yeah, it feels completely different from the last game. And I think one of the big reasons behind that is they're able to play around the enemy's timing so much better. Last game, Team Brazil they played very clean Dota, and they didn't really predict any of it on Plasma. This time around, they're reacting a little bit better. Because of that, they don't have the same control over the map. They're not getting onto the back line in the same way. Zeus has been able to do a lot of work. And they've killed the Chaos Knight twice now. Kostabile just got to do whatever the hell he wanted in the last series, the last game.
Still jumping on Kostabile here. Again, needs a little bit of help here from the Crystal Man. She's got the Force Staff. Just needs to be careful that they don't get bashed up by Roshan, but they'll follow up. Look at this play coming out from Plasma. They just absolutely blow up Kostabile. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Very nicely done.
I feel like at this point you just need more HP, but...
More HP.
He needs a lot more items for that, and I don't think they can stop this, the Roshan.
I mean, they're going to try, it looks like. They've got the Aether Remnant, so they'll drag back one person. And it feels like they're a little spooked by this. They already went and used their Macro Pyre. Get a Shackle off.
I take that back completely.
They don't have the Dark Ascension. It's daytime, so perhaps they just don't feel confident enough to take this fight. There's still a 6K, 5K net worth lead going over to Team Brazil.
They're losing their grip on this game, though. They need another way to get onto the Zeus. He's just able to blow heroes up like 100 to 0.
Oh, they want Luki. It's a silence off of this Focus Fire coming out from Flea is doing so much damage. Mules buys a little bit more time. They jump forward, and there's the power shot from Flea, so they'll be able to take the Night Stalker out. King RD, though, on the back line. Nice Force Staff, though, here from KJ. Macro Pyre getting dropped down. It looks like he's going to tick down to death here with that burn, but he's still alive and kicking. Lifestealer trying to keep Stars alive just a little bit longer, but it's enough. He will pop. More buybacks coming out as KJ lets it go on the back line. And 4DR, he really wants this kill. Stabby pulling him right back in with the Reality Rift. They'll get the kill on Lifestealer. And it looks like Adriano thinking about a little bit more here, but the rest of the team has backed off. Another buyback coming out. They want to punish them for this, and this Roche is sitting very, very low.
Phantasm is now on cooldown. Black King bar is available. They bought back on 3 heroes. I think they want to take something from this. They know that a lot of these abilities are on cooldown. They're hoping to get something, anything. I'm not sure they should go for this Roche. If they die again, they could just lose this game.
They could just 100% lose this game, right? They don't have Phantasm up at the very least, but could be the Rupture getting used. Lukey going in, going right for the back lines. This is the BKB though coming out from Costabile. He doesn't care. He's chasing after Lice. He just kills him. He's gone. There's no Night Stalker. They lose KJ on the back lines, but I don't think they really care. As they're going right back in again. They should be able to get the kill on Stars. Eichster now trying to run away, and he's not going to be able to. They just have too much catch. And just like that, 3 heroes on the side of Plasma. They're dead. They're dead. They don't have buyback. There's still a fight going on up here. Lukey and Flea and this little ballet between the 2 of them. As the rest of the team, they're over in the Roche Pit. The Shackle connects. And yeah, he's tanky, but they're just waiting patiently with that freeze. Can they finish him off, though, Neph? I don't know. It's not looking like they're going to be able to. But while this is going on, there's a whole other fight over in the mid lane. Pingu gets just chipped down by King RD and 4DR. They're doing so many things right now. Costabile goes, he takes Roche. They're still hunting Lukey, and they do manage to find the Shackle. They don't have the Focus Fire up again, but it looks like they're not going to need it. As Lukey eventually falls, they'll take the tier 2 on the mid lane as well. Good lord. Everything went from 0 to like 100. For the side of Brazil, and Plasma, I don't know.
They wanted something. They wanted to get something after committing those buybacks, but I think they should have just chilled out. I mean, except that the buybacks weren't the best. The enemies were forced to disengage. Don't get too greedy here. I mean, you have to keep in mind that Team Brazil are on the front foot and have been this entire game. And yes, things started to go your way a little bit, but you lost way too much for what you risked there. It just wasn't worth it.
No, it definitely wasn't. And now they're 15k net worth ahead. Just a second ago now, they were only like 4k ahead. Look at that gold swing.
XP was just about even at that point. They had like a very hard claw back in this game by Plasma, and they lost it all just from those diebacks, losing Roche, losing Night Stalker, losing their outer towers. They just have 1 left now.
Does have a Yules if he wants to try to just pull it off. And look at the follow-up here from 4DR. Yules is going to get used. Flea will be able to run away as they clean up over here on the Tiny. They do manage to get the kill on Flea, but they've already lost 2 on their side. And 4DR are still hunting. They're still looking to see if maybe they can go and grab Lies, but he rage TP's out.
Yep, everyone wildly pinging Stars. They see him in the top lane.
They
but
want
he knows
him.
it's time to leave. He's got movement speed on him. He's got the Faded Brooch. His TP's off of cooldown. They scan out and they miss him. They think that he's already gone.
I mean, it takes too long for them to get over there, but they'll go use the Phantasm.
They're going in the wrong direction here. They think that he's up in these trees and he fled this way when really he's up here. This guy's good. Quickening charm.
I feel like he should have left by now, though, right? No?
Yeah, Oh, no. 4DR, he's a bloodhound. He doesn't give up. Oh, no,
he knows! They know him! Stars, no!
He's already dead.
Goodbye, Stars. Oh, he's got the Yules. He's still absolutely dead, but in fact, I think that was 4DR's Yules, actually. Yeah, there's no Yules on this Zeus. A glimmer of hope.
No escape items. You know, it's a cheeky play. He thinks there's no way the enemies come to get me if they haven't started coming already. I'll just start chain lightning the wave again, then I'll TP out or something. But he's dead. You know, these you got to make these risky plays at this point in the game, though, if you want to get back into it. Oh, repair kit. You love to see it.
Uh-oh, Lukey. Shackle connects, and boop. 4DR gets himself another kill here. Man, there's just kills breaking out all over the map. Costabile here just goes, uses his Phantasm, sees Pingu. Pingu throws out a nice ice path, and they do manage to go and use the Glimmer Cape. But Lies here trying to man-fight Costabile. Does have some backup, though, as Tiny jumps in. Are they going to be able to get this kill? Yes, that's going to be the Aegis. Again, just the Aegis, though, as KJ says, oh, God, please, I need some help. And he does manage to get the kill on Lies. Oh, my God. Thanks to now shackled up to a tree. This is not looking great for him. Tosses up, but are they going to be able to find this kill? Indeed, they are. Pingu will go down. King RD is just zooming across the map. Double damage rune available outside of that Roche pit. Luckily, it doesn't look like Team Brazil sees it. Oh, never mind. They found it. 4DR picks it up, and they're going right on into the space.
But nothing to stop them either. A lot of these buybacks are still on cooldown. Actually, no, they just came off. No, Lifestealer, another 3 minutes here. Zeus, I believe, if he goes down, he's down for at least 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, I mean, his buyback's on cooldown for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but here it goes. Ultimate out from Luki.
Yeah, he's jumping off immediately over the back lines, but it just obliterates Stars. He has no buyback on the Zeus. This BKB just makes Kostabi like unstoppable when it comes to this right now. Yeah, another Rupture tossed out. They just can't get close. It's too scary, especially with this double damage now over on 4DR. And these fights have been so split up a lot of the time, too. It's very difficult for them to just focus on one target, it seems. Blink forward here, coming out from Flea. He's bloodthirsty. Daytime, they'll just finish up over on this Rax. And it looks like they're going to make their way down to the bottom one.
I think Flea tried to blink forward and Yules the Night Stalker and Yules himself. That's embarrassing.
Don't point it out. His wife's in chat, dude. Don't point it out. Don't embarrass him in front of his wife.
There, Flea. It's okay.
There it is. There's a nice shackle.
Beautiful.
Lies and Pingu. They'll follow up. And Blooddow. Both of them eviscerated by 4DR. And a very nice move. They're going to just keep on hunting. Luki's next down. They do manage to get the toss back on King RD. So they'll find that kill, but Extra will get taken out as well. And they do call GG.
Team Brazil.
And they drop KJ.
Oh.
Runs right back in.
Amazing game number 1 by Team Brazil, just playing clean Dota. Game number 2, I feel like Plasma played a little bit better, but Brazil just showing to be the stronger team between the two. My biggest gripe, I suppose, is just the draft. I feel like at the very start of this, the Night Stalker was having too rough of a time. That's just the nature of the hero. It has a pretty bad lane, but I don't think it countered out anything on the enemy team hard enough to be warrant to first pick. I think Luki's an amazing player. I think the Night Stalker as a hero should be picked up maybe like third on your side. Is a pick is like a counter to a lot of what the enemies have. If they can diversify their hero pool a little bit more, I think they do better. But they definitely played much better in game number 2. I'm looking forward to seeing how they perform further on in this tournament.
Yeah, it is just early in the group stages. This is an open qualifier team, so I think we're going to see them adapt because things like this, especially within the, the regional stuff, they really start to build their own metas. You really start to realize, okay, this team really likes this in particular. This is how we're going to approach it in the future. So again, I feel like, Plasma, they do have good players. They just need to kind of go back to the drawing board, look at their drafts a little bit more, maybe expand that pool, or maybe don't take, the Night Stalker in that first phase. Like you said, maybe try to save it a little bit later. Honestly, I'd love to just see a bigger hero puddle. Because if they know that you've got, 3 heroes, then it's just so difficult. And you really need to win that off lane right now in this patch. You need to win the off lane for your team. You need to be able to pair up with your tempo playing mid. Stars, I thought, did the best job that he possibly could during these 2 games. It was just too difficult. And then just the way that Adriano and Flea moved the entire time. It was just so fast. So yeah, definitely looked better in game number 2. But of course, this is just a best of 2 series. This is groups. So Team Brazil's going to win it 2-0. And we're going to see more Plasma as the group goes further. But we are going to start to shift gears, guys. This is like the match of the night for me, personally. We're going to see Beast Coast versus Thunder Predator. And I know a lot of people have been sitting there in chat, very excited for this matchup. So Neph, we're going to take a short break. Go grab yourself another can of Monster. We've got 1 more series left. And when we come back, we're going to be going to South America.